Let us start with measurement of time. Time measurement. Do you remember in earlier times, people, they use sundials and shadows to measure time. Okay, in earlier times, people, they used shadows and sundials to measure time. Nowadays, what is being done? We will be studying about that. So how they guessed time using shadows, कि जब shadow यहाँ तक आ जाएगी तो इतना time होगा, जब यहाँ तक आ जाएगी तो इतना time होगा, and so on. So this was how people in earlier times, when they didn't have watches and clocks, they used to measure time. Okay, but now what is being done, and sundial also you must have heard. So similar way they use it to measure time again, right? So then after that, what are various techniques that are used to measure time? Different techniques that are used to measure time. So first technique is decay of elementary particles. Decay of elementary particles. Decay of elementary particles. So this is a technique used to measure time. See how the time lifetime of different elementary particles, that is noted down, and when an event it happens in that period of time, it is also said to be of that time. For example, a free neutron, when the neutron is inside the nucleus, it is stable, it doesn't decay. But when the neutron is free, automatically after 12 minutes it decays. 12 minutes के बाद ये decay हो जाता है. Neutron, according to beta decay reaction, I already told you, neutron decays into proton, electron, and antineutrino. Okay, so a neutron, it decays into proton, electron, and antineutrino after 12 minutes automatically. So the lifetime of a free neutron, that is 12 minutes. If any event is also happening in this period of time, तो उसको भी 12 minutes. So a chart is prepared जिसमें different elementary particles का decay इससे भी कम हो सकता है. 12 minutes तो बहुत large है, उससे भी कम हो सकता है. तो that is noted down, and accordingly the event time that is matched, उस event का time match कर देते हैं वहां से. तो according to that, कोई और event उसी time में हो रही है तो उसको भी उतने ही time का consider कर लेते हैं. ठीक है. So this was first technique, decay of elementary particles, right? Our second technique for measuring time is clocks. Not ordinary clocks, we are talking about atomic clocks. We are talking about atomic clocks, and the most famous clocks out of atomic clocks are cesium clocks. Cesium clocks are very, very, efficient in measurement of time. And you must have seen that while defining the unit of time, which is second, we mentioned cesium in our definition. Because why cesium is taken there? Cesium के case में regulations, जो vibrations है, they are so regular. Most regular जो vibrations है, whenever there are transitions, are in the case of cesium. So that's why cesium is mentioned to define 1 second also, which is a unit of time. So out of all the atomic clocks, cesium clocks, they are the most accurate ones. And कितना सिर्फ time gap होता है उसके अंदर. Suppose 2 cesium clocks, they are allowed to run parallel, then they differ only in 10 raised to minus 11 second. Fraction of second, this very, very small fraction of second, by that time they differ. Otherwise they run parallel. ठीक है. तो इतनी कम एरर होता है, उसका मतलब 10 raised to minus 11 second का एरर find किया गया है when 2 cesium clocks, they are allowed to run parallel to each other. So they are so accurate. ठीक है. Third is quartz clocks. Quartz, that is a crystal. The quartz clocks, they are also quite accurate, and they are used to measure time on the basis of a phenomena called piezoelectricity. Piezoelectricity. Okay, so let us define what is this piezoelectricity. Piezoelectricity means suppose a fluctuating pressure is applied across two faces of cesium of a quartz clock. उसके दो phases के across fluctuating mechanical pressure apply किया जाता है. Then across the opposite two phases क्या होता है? Induced EMF produce होती है. That is also oscillating in nature. So जब whenever there is oscillation, oscillations are always repetitive, you know. They oscillate about a fixed point, so that is always repetitive, and any repetitive event can be used to measure time. So basically we are doing time measurement, so you just keep in mind कि any repetitive event can be used to measure time. तो हम सभी repetitive movements ही देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे. आप देख रहे हो कि सीजियम क्लॉक्स हैं, उनमें भी ट्रांजिशंस हो रही हैं, रेपिटेशंस हो रही हैं, so we are taking them to be a measure of time. So quartz clocks में भी piezoelectricity लिखिए definition, what is piezoelectric effect और piezoelectricity, write down. Piezoelectricity लिखिए definition. Piezoelectricity, when a fluctuating pressure is applied across, when a fluctuating pressure is applied across two opposite faces of a quartz crystal, two opposite faces of a quartz crystal, then oscillating EMF is produced across the opposite faces. When a fluctuating pressure is applied across two faces of a quartz crystal, and oscillating EMF क्या होती है? Voltage. A fluctuating or oscillating EMF is produced across the opposite two faces. This phenomenon is called piezoelectricity, and quartz clocks, they are based on this phenomenon. ठीक है, इसी phenomena के ऊपर based हैं quartz clocks. Right. Then next method is carbon dating technique. Carbon dating technique. Have you heard of C14, which is a radioactive isotope of carbon, C14? So carbon dating technique, that is used to find the age of fossil fuels with the help of this isotope of carbon. This technique is called carbon dating technique. So age of fossil fuels means we are measuring time. So this is also one of the methods, carbon dating technique. Carbon dating technique. After that, our next method is uranium dating technique. Uranium dating technique. अब ये क्या होती है? In this case, we find the age of rocks present on Earth using radioactive uranium isotope, which is uranium-235. Uranium-235, जिसका atomic mass 235 है. There are two isotopes of uranium actually, uranium-238 and uranium-235. ठीक है, तो ये जो 235 यूरेनियम है, इसको यूरेनियम डेटिंग टेक्निक में यूज करते हैं, and number of uranium atoms which are unstable, they are converting continuously into lead, which is stable. So a ratio is calculated, number of uranium atoms being converted into lead over number of uranium atoms left. So this ratio gives an idea about the age of rocks present on Earth. So using this method only, the age of Earth was also calculated, because it was assumed that Earth was also formed when the rocks were formed. So age of rocks, age of meteorites, that gave an idea about the age of Earth also. So using uranium dating technique, these large events, large measurements, they were done. Okay. Next is, after this, oscillators. Which kind of oscillators? There are two types of oscillators, so both can be taken to be a measure of time. So on one hand, we have electrical oscillators. Electrical oscillators. Electrical oscillators that use L, C, and R components. L, C, and R. You are familiar with R. R is resistance. C is capacitance, and L is entirely new for you. That is called inductance. So all these three components, when they are connected together in a circuit, then we get electrical oscillator. And this oscillator is also named tank circuit. इस ऑसिलेटर को टैंक सर्किट भी बोला जाता है, जो रेडियो सेट में यूज होता है. ठीक है, टैंक सर्किट्स आर यूज्ड इन रेडियो सेट्स. टैंक सर्किट्स, they are used in radio sets. Tank circuit, they are used in radio, they are used for radio tuning in radio sets. So electrical oscillators, they produce oscillations, and wherever oscillations are produced, they are repetitive, and these repetitions can be used to measure time. So after that, our last technique is electronic oscillators. Electronic oscillators. Electronic means they are composed of semiconductors. Semiconductor devices like transistors. Okay, so semiconducting transistors, they are used as electronic oscillators. So इसमें आप लिख लीजिए transistors. These are made up of semiconducting devices. So they are also producing oscillations, and again, since oscillations are repetitive, they are used to measure time. Okay, so these are all the methods to measure time. Have a look. Have a look at that. So this was our last topic of physical world and measurement. So our measurement part is over, measurement of length, mass, and time. So up to here, you will be asked the questions in Monday's test. All right. So next topic after this, we'll be starting with dimensional analysis. If you want to ask anything by now, then you can ask. Yes, Jivitesh, bolo.
मैम कार्बन डेटिंग टेक्निक एक बार एक्सप्लेन करना दोबारा.
Carbon dating technique you must have heard in lower classes also. They use radioactive isotope of carbon, that is C14. Actually, carbon is having 2-3 isotopes, C12, C13, C14. Out of these 14, that is radioactive in nature. So radioactive property, age of fossil fuels is calculated. So age time. So we are calculating large years, large number of years using this technique. So you can have a look at all these measurement methods. We can measure very small events, as small as 10⁻⁻11 second, also using atomic clocks and all. Also measure very, very large billions of years time periods using these techniques like uranium dating technique and carbon dating technique. You know, when fossil fuels were formed, long back, millions of hundreds of years ago. So वो time period we note कर रहे हैं, और very, very small time periods also we are noting down with the help of these techniques. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, mute yourself, Jivitesh. Okay, so next we are going to start with dimensional analysis. So let us start with dimensional analysis. Very interesting topic, and very scoring also. So dimensional analysis. Give the heading dimensional analysis. Okay, so let us do that. First of all, what are dimensions? We need to know what are dimensions. Ab dimensions kya hai? There are different physical quantities. You know, there are different physical quantities. How we can bring them on a common platform? Using dimensions, we can bring them all on a common platform, right? तो सभी को हम कंपेयर कर सकते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ फंडामेंटल यूनिट्स ऑफ मास, लेंथ एंड टाइम। ठीक है, अब अगर हम सभी को एक्सप्रेस कर दें इन टर्म्स ऑफ फंडामेंटल यूनिट्स ऑफ मास, लेंथ एंड टाइम, ओनली द पावर्स विल बी वेरिंग। तो सभी को अगर हम एमएलटी की फॉर्म में लेके आ रहे हैं, सो वी आर एबल टू कंपेयर द फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज वेरी माइन्यूटली. So these powers will be called dimensions. I give you example. So I told you fundamental units of mass, length and time are used. Mass, length and time, these are used. So that means the dimension of mass will be m1. Dimension of length will be L1 and dimension of T will be T1. Right? So if we write all the three together, I'll write M1 also as M1, L0, T0. Because mass has nothing to do with length and time. तो जो चीजें इन्वॉल्व नहीं है उनको हम we'll raise them to power 0. और जिसकी कोई इन्वॉल्वमेंट है only we will give it some power. ठीक है? So the dimension of mass is, and we always enclose it within square brackets. So you can write dimension of mass is m1, or we can also write m1 L0 T0. Dimension of length is same way L1. We can also write m0 L1 T0. Here length is involved, mass and time are not involved. So we have given them 0 powers. Same way, the dimension of time will be T1. We can also write, if we want to write completely, m0 L0 T1. So these are dimensions of M, L and T. So same way we can compare different quantities. We will express all the quantities in terms of M, L and T. So let us see how we can do that. But before that, let us do some definitions. तो सबसे पहले what are dimensions? Dimensions होती क्या? लिखिए definition. What are dimensions? तो ये जो मास की डायमेंशंस कौन सी हैं? ये जो पावर्स हैं 1, 0, 0, दीज आर कॉल्ड डायमेंशंस. ठीक है, सो डायमेंशंस आर द पावर्स टू विच फंडामेंटल यूनिट्स ऑफ मास, लेंथ एंड टाइम आर रेज्ड टू एक्सप्रेस गिवन फिजिकल क्वांटिटी. लाइक हियर वी आर एक्सप्रेसिंग क्वांटिटी मास. तो ये वो पावर्स हैं जिनको हमने एमएलटी को रेज किया है सो दैट वी कैन एक्सप्रेस गिवन फिजिकल क्वांटिटी. So those powers are called dimensions. ठीक है, लिखिए definition. Dimensions. Dimensions are the powers to which. Dimensions are the powers to which. These are the powers to which the fundamental units. Fundamental units of mass, length and time are raised. Dimensions are the powers to which fundamental units of mass, length and time are raised to express given physical quantity. Dimensions are the powers to which fundamental units of mass, length and time are raised to express given physical quantity. To express given physical quantity. Our next definition is, what is a dimensional formula? So what's a dimensional formula? अब dimensional formula क्या होगा? ये dimensional formula ये तो है mass का m1 L0 T0. This is dimensional formula of mass. So dimensional formula is a mathematical expression that indicates what fundamental units are involved and to what powers they have been raised to express given physical quantity. तो इससे एक तो हमें ये पता चलता है कि कौन कौन से units involved हैं. जैसे मास में वी गॉट टू नो कि लेंथ एंड टाइम आर नॉट इन्वॉल्व, उनकी पावर 0 है. तो इससे हमें ये पता चलता है कौन कौन से फंडामेंटल यूनिट्स इन्वॉल्व हैं एंड इफ दे आर इन्वॉल्व टू व्हाट पावर्स दे हैव बीन रेज्ड टू एक्सप्रेस गिवन फिजिकल क्वांटिटी. तो ये वो फॉर्मूला है जिसमें हमें यूनिट्स और पावर्स दोनों का पता चलता है. सो राइट डाउन द डेफिनेशन ऑफ डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला. डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला. सो राइट डाउन, इट्स अ मैथमेटिकल एक्सप्रेशन. It's a mathematical expression that indicates what fundamental units are involved. That indicates what fundamental units are involved and what fundamental units are involved, and to what powers they have been raised, to express given physical quantity, and to what powers they have been raised to express given physical quantity. Yes, Aryan.
मैम डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला की डेफिनेशन रिपीट करना.
It's a mathematical expression. It's a mathematical expression that indicates what fundamental units are involved, and to what powers they have been raised, to express given physical quantity. Our third definition is, what is a dimensional equation? Third definition is, what is a dimensional equation? So dimensional equation, this is our dimensional equation. When we equate quantity to its unit, this is called a dimensional equation. When we equate quantity to its unit, it is called a dimensional equation. ठीक है? When we equate quantity to its dimensional formula, जब हम quantity और उसके formula को आमने सामने लिख देते हैं equal to डाल के, तो ये बन जाता है उसका dimensional equation. तो लिखिए definition. Dimensional equation is an equation in which quantity is equated to its formula, dimensional formula. It's a mathematical equation in which quantity is equated to its dimensional formula. So like ये time की dimension है t1. So this is a dimensional equation. So now we are going to find so many dimensions. Okay, we are now going to find so many dimensions. So let us start. अभी हमने सिर्फ mass, length और time की dimension find की है. Let us now start with other dimensions. ठीक है, चलिए करते हैं start हम. So write down speed. अब हम लिखते हैं speed की dimension. So again, like we used to know the formula for writing the unit, to write the dimension also we need to know the formula. You know, speed is distance over time. This is the formula of speed. ठीक है. So how can we write the dimension? Distance means length. Length की dimension अभी हमने put की L1 थी. ठीक है, length की dimension क्या है? L1 हमने put कर दी. Time की dimension क्या है? T1. We also substituted it. So what is the dimension of speed? L1 T minus 1. ठीक है, or to be more specific, we write M0 L1 T minus 1. This is the dimension of speed. So if we know the formula, we can calculate the dimension. So this is the dimensional equation for speed. Okay, got to know? कैसे हम डायमेंशन निकालेंगे? अगर हमें फॉर्मूला पता है, बस हम उसमें डायमेंशन पुट करते जाएंगे ऑन एंड ऑन. जैसे हम यूनिट निकालते थे, हम आगे डायमेंशंस निकालते जाए. ठीक है? यस जतिन. यस
मैम, जैसे हम इसमें ऑर्डर तो इसका चेंज कर सकते हैं वैसे, जैसे L1 T-1 M0, M को बाद में लिखते हैं.
ऑर्डर देखो, वो आप यही रखो MLT. वो फिर कंपैरिजन भी तभी होगा. अगर आपका ऑर्डर ही डिस्टर्ब होता जा रहा है, आप कंपेयर नहीं कर पाओगे.
ओके मैम.
ठीक है, M पहले, L फिर और फिर T. अब you will see in all the books also this order is retained. We wanted to confirm, we wanted to compare the quantities. तो अगर हम उनको उनके एटलीस्ट उनके यूनिट्स, उनके बेसिस सेम रखेंगे, सिर्फ पावर्स डिफरेंट होंगे. ठीक है, सेम वे. ओके, सेम वे we now write velocity. तो formula of velocity क्या है? You know that formula of velocity is displacement upon time. Again, the displacement is a form of length. So its dimension is also going to be what? L1. And dimension of time is T1. Dimension of time is T1. So how we will write? L1, that is dimension of displacement, and T1, that is dimension of time. So again, it is L1 T minus 1. So like speed and velocity had same units, they have same dimensions also. Complete dimensional formula will be M0 L1 T minus 1. So our dimensional formula for velocity is M0 L1 T minus 1. So this is our dimensional formula for velocity. Noted down. This is dimensional formula for velocity. ठीक है? Is that clear? These two dimensions are clear? Okay, now let's start with other dimensions. Let us come to acceleration now. So what is the formula of acceleration? The formula of acceleration is change in velocity. Basically, it is velocity upon time. It is basically velocity upon time. अब velocity की dimension ये रही, अभी हमने निकाली m0 L1 t minus 1. So let us put dimension of velocity here, L1 t minus 1 divided by dimension of time. ठीक है, तो ये क्या बन गया? m0 L1 t minus 1, वो भी -1, वो पावर भी ऊपर नेगेटिव होके आ गई. So it becomes m0 L1 t minus 2. So this is your dimensional formula for acceleration. So this is dimensional formula for acceleration. So this way on and on we'll go on deriving new and new dimensions. ठीक है, तो चलिए अब तो बहुत सारी dimensions हमने find करनी है. So let us find after acceleration, let us find the dimension of force. ठीक है, let us find dimension of force. तो force का formula क्या है? F is equal to ma. So mass it is m1, dimension of mass is m1. Acceleration की अभी हमने calculate की L1 t minus 2. So it becomes m1 L1 t minus 2. So the dimension of force is m1 L1 t minus 2. This is the dimension of force. And I recommend you should learn the dimension of force. Force की dimension आप learn कर लीजिए, because many a times we'll be using force. तो अगर आप पीछे पहले velocity निकालोगे, acceleration निकालोगे, it will lead to wastage of time. ठीक है? So I recommend you should learn the dimension of force. Right? So next is after force, let us do work. Work is force into displacement. So dimension of force we just calculated m1 L1 t minus 2, and dimension of displacement is L1. So when the powers bases are same, powers get added. So L1 plus 1 t minus 2. So the dimension of work is m1 L2 t minus 2. ठीक है, तो वर्क की आपकी डायमेंशन क्या होगी? m1 L1 m1 L2 t minus 2. देख लीजिए. So dimension of work is m1 L2 t minus 2. I hope this is clear to you how to find dimensions. So on and on. अब आगे करते हैं power. ठीक है, अब करते हैं power. तो formula of power is this work upon time. ठीक है, अब work की dimension ये रही है, अभी हमने निकाली. So put it here, m1 L2 t minus 2 divided by dimension of time, and please never forget to put the square brackets. ये denotion है, इसका आपका marks नहीं तो deduct हो सकता है. So m1 L2 t minus 2 minus 1, तो ये आपका हो गया t minus 3. So this is your dimension of power. Power की होगी m1 L2 t minus 3. So like this on and on we go on finding different dimensions. ठीक है, चलिए अब मैं आपको कुछ डायमेंशंस देती हूँ जो आप कल करके लाओगे. ठीक है, सो राइट डाउन सम डायमेंशंस, यू विल राइट योरसेल्फ. होमवर्क ले लीजिए अपना. यू विल राइट डायमेंशन ऑफ वेवलेंथ, फ्रीक्वेंसी.
मैम इसकी तो L1 ही होएगी. बिकॉज
हाँ
लेंथ
जी,
ही है।
हाँ जी, वेवलेंथ इज अ लेंथ, तो इसकी डायमेंशन L1 ही होगी, ठीक है। फ्रीक्वेंसी का फॉर्मूला आपको पता है, 1 टाइम पीरियड, अकॉर्डिंगली यू कैन कैलकुलेट, ठीक है। एंगल, एंगल का फॉर्मूला भी पता है आपको, थीटा इज L/R, यूज दैट। आफ्टर दैट एंगुलर वेलोसिटी, angular velocity omega, that is angle upon time. Angular acceleration alpha, angular acceleration alpha, that is angular velocity upon time. Density, you know, mass over volume. Momentum, linear momentum, P is equal to mv. Linear momentum, P is equal to mv. Density, mass upon volume. Volume की क्या होगी dimension? Who will tell me? What will be the dimension of volume? Yes. Shreya. Yes.
L cube.
हाँ, उसको हम क्यूब नहीं L3 बोलेंगे, ठीक है, वेरी गुड. सो m0 L3 T0, that will be the dimension of volume. Same way dimension of area will be m0 L2 T0, L2 होगी, ठीक है. तो ये आप कल करके लाओगे. मोमेंटम, एंड वन मोर आई वांट टू गिव, acceleration due to gravity, small g, and capital G also, universal gravitational constant also. You will find its dimension also yourself. ठीक है, आपको फॉर्मूला पता है, न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ ग्रेविटेशन फॉर्मूला you will be using, F is equal to gmm by r square. So from here, after cross multiplication and all, you will find the dimensions of capital G, universal gravitational constant. ठीक है, तो ये सब आप करोगे. All right, clear students? So I hope you will be very easily able to